Hello and welcome back to Popcorn Chat. I hope you guys are doing well. This week's video is something a little bit different. This is a submission for Jordan, aka Movie Worm, into his 1K subscription competition. So part of Movie Worm's 1K sort of subscription celebration, he's doing a competition and he wants people to enter to talk about their favourite film franchises and then their favourite film within that franchise. I'm sure many of you will know already what my answer is going to be for this, but of course my favourite film franchise has to be the Harry Potter films. So that's not including Fantastic Beasts, I'm talking 1 to 8. The reason that the Harry Potter franchise is one of my favourites of all time is because it's something I grew up with. The first film came out when I was probably about six or seven, and it just was amazing. I was a little bit too young, but when I eventually got around to seeing them a couple of years later, I sort of followed them and saw them at the cinema with my friends. In the last film we even dressed up. I know, complete nerds, but it's just something that's always sort of been around my childhood and to my early teens as well. So the films have matured as I've aged as well, and they get a little bit darker, a bit scarier, but they've always something that I can go back to and me and my friends can have fond memories of, and we can quote it constantly. It makes me think of Christmas, really sort of comfort films for me, so that's why it's one of my favourite franchises. As for my favourite film within that franchise, it has to be Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. For me, this is the turning point within the Harry Potter franchise. This is where we see them get a lot darker, both tonally and sort of, visually as well. This was the film that absolutely terrified me. If I had any sort of experiences where they've absolutely scared me, I actually ran out of the film multiple times during this film, especially during the end, with the transformation of the werewolf and Peter Pettigrew and all this. It absolutely terrified me. So despite it terrifying me, it has now become one of my favourite Harry Potter films out of the sort of the franchise. But it has everything. I think the whole element of time travel is really cool. I love the sort of cinematography of it. I like the darker tone. Now that I'm older, I like the darker tone. It's got some great actors within the film. We have Gary Oldman introduced into the franchise. We see Michael Gambon play Dumbledore for the first time, so that's quite interesting. But I really love this film, and I think it's a standout for me out of the Harry Potter films, and that's why it's my favourite. So there you have it. There's my entry into Movie Worm's 1K subscriber competition. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know you've heard me talk about Harry Potter films a lot on this channel. And if anyone else has any sort of favourites within the franchise, do let me know in the comments. And hopefully you're a Harry Potter fan as well, Jordan, maybe, I'm not too sure. But yeah, this was my entry into competition. I've really enjoyed getting involved. And good luck to everyone else that's sort of entering in Movie One's competition. And I'll see you guys very soon in another Popcorn Chat.